Persuasive speech. Smoking cigarettes is very bad for you and can damage your body in many ways. Quitting cigarettes can help you to live a longer life. There are many bad diseases that are caused from the effects of smoking. Cigarettes affect almost every organ in your body. Smoking cigarettes also does a lot of damage to your bones. Smoking can lower your bone density. A recent study by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services showed that there's a direct relationship between tobacco and the loss of bone density. Smoking increases your risk of getting osteoporosis, a condition in which your bones weaken and become more likely to fracture. This study has shown that there has been significant bone loss in men and women who smoke. Quitting smoking will reduce the chances of bone loss and fractures. It can take up to 4 years for your risk of osteoporosis to go down after you quit. Not only does smoking affect your bones, it also affects your heart and blood vessels. The chemicals in smoke harm your blood cells and damage the function of your heart. This damage increases your risk for coronary heart disease, CHD, which happens when plaque builds up in your arteries. Heart attacks and damage to your arteries, peripheral arterial disease, PAD, a condition in which plaque builds up in the arteries which carries blood to your head, organs, and limbs. And your chances of having a stroke increases. A stroke is when you have a sudden death of brain cells caused by blood clots or bleeding. Not only smoking, but breathing in the smoke from someone else smoking can change your blood chemistry and damage your blood cells. As you inhale the smoke, cells that line your body's blood vessels react to these chemicals. Your heart rate and blood pressure go up, and your blood vessels become more thick and narrow. Cigarettes also affect your lungs and breathing. Every cigarette that you smoke damages your lungs and the way you breathe. Smoking causes the following diseases to your lungs: chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. This is a disease that gets worse over time and causes wheezing, shortness of breath, and the tightening of your chest. Emphysema, a condition in which the walls between the air sacs in your lungs lose the ability to stretch and shrink back. Your lung tissue will become destroyed, making it very hard and almost impossible to breathe. Chronic bronchitis, which causes swelling of the lining of your bronchial tubes. When this happens, you have less air going to and from your lungs. And pneumonia. People with asthma can suffer horrible attacks when around smoke. One thing most people don't hear about is that smoking can lead to vision loss or even blindness. In a study done by the Department of Health in New York, state that smoking can cause many diseases that can affect your eyes. People who smoke more than 15 cigarettes a day have 3 times the risk of cataracts than non-smokers. Cataracts is the clouding of your eye lens, which is naturally clear. Dry eye syndrome, which affects smokers twice as much as non-smokers. Dry eye syndrome is when the blood vessels in your eyes become damaged. This leads to irritation, itchiness, and a burning sensation in your eyes. Not only does smoking affect everything that I have mentioned, it will also cause you to live a shorter life. The effects of smoking will lower your lifespan. A 30-year-old smoker can be expected to live another 35 years. And a 30-year-old non-smoker is expected to live another 53 years. In a study done by MNT, there is an average of 28 minutes lost of your life for each pack of cigarettes you smoke. 11 minutes for each cigarette you smoke, and a day and a half for each carton that you smoke. Cigarette smoke causes you to be unhealthy in several different ways. I am sure that everyone wants to live as long as possible with a healthy life. With all the information I have talked about, I hope to convince all the smokers to quit smoking and to prevent people to start smoking.